The rod, reel, and line matter in fishing. The strategy matters just as much in your financial life. Welcome back to episode 5 of Reeling in Success. I'm Nicholas Manns, financial advisor and vice president with Coastal Bay Wealth Management. Today, we are talking about something every angler understands right away. You need the right gear for the right fish. If you have ever fished more than once, you already have learned this lesson the hard way. You do not chase a tarpon with light spinning gear, and you do not bring heavy offshore tackle to a quiet freshwater lake. The fish, the conditions, and the goal determines the setup. Financial planning works the same way. One of the biggest mistakes people make with their money is using the wrong strategy for the wrong goal. They treat every dollar the same, even though each dollar often has a different purpose. Let's talk fishing. When I am heading out to target bridge snook, my setup is very different when I am chasing tarpon or dropping lines offshore. The rod, the reel, the line, even the bait are all chosen intentionally. The goal drives the gear. In finance, your goals should drive your strategy. Money for retirement, money for a home, money for a child's education, and money for short-term needs should not all be invested the same way. Each has a different time horizon, risk tolerance, and most importantly, a different purpose. Just like fishing, the wrong setup can cost you the fish or break the line entirely. I have seen people take long-term retirement dollars and treat them like short-term money. They get nervous during market swings and pull back at the worst time. This is like trying to muscle a big fish on gear that was never designed for the fight. Eventually, something gives. I have also seen people stay too conservative for goals that are decades away. That is like fishing deep water with tackle that never reaches the strike zone. You're technically fishing, but you're not giving yourself a real chance. The key is alignment. A good fishing trip starts with asking the right questions. What am I targeting? Where am I fishing? What are the conditions? Financial planning should start the same way. What is the money for? When will I need it? And can I truly handle the risk? Once those answers are clear, the strategy becomes much easier to design. Here's the important part. Using the right gear does not guarantee success on every trip. You can do everything right and still have a slow day, but it dramatically improves your odds over time. That is true on the water, and it is true in financial planning. When your strategy matches your goals, you are more confident, more patient, and less likely to make emotional decisions when the conditions change. You know why you are set up the way you are, and that clarity matters when things get challenging. So, the takeaway from today is simple. Do not just invest, be intentional. Make sure your strategy matches what you are trying to accomplish. Again, right gear, right fish, right plan. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Reeling in Success. If you have enjoyed this conversation, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who loves fishing, investing, or both. Until next time, keep your lines tight, your strategy clear, and keep moving towards what matters most.